Hey guys, Archer Remark here, back with another review, and again something a little different, a little bit of a older item for you today, and it's from the Star Wars The Legacy Collection, and I guess you can call it a battle pack. It's called Disturbance at the Lars Homestead, and a little bit of history with me and this particular item. First time I saw this was a couple months back. Ahsoka Padme 436 did a video on some items they got at a garage sale. And this was one of the items. It wasn't any of the figures or the moisture evaporator. It was just the homestead. And I believe they had the little base as well. And I saw that thinking, oh, that looks really cool. And that'd be neat to have for like a display or something. I always thought, where did that come from? Was it from some kind of set or some other company made it? I wasn't sure what it was from or how old was it. But then a couple weeks ago, laffitupfuzzball did a review on this very set. He didn't have it open. It was just in the box, and he was kind of showing it off, and it looks really great in the box. It's nicely displayed. And so here's the box here. And as soon as I saw that, I'm like, oh, that's where the homestead came from. That was in the other video. And I went on eBay and looked this up, and I had to get it. I just think it's such a cool piece. So there you see Legacy Collection, Disturbance at the Lars Homestead. And up here, this was a Toys R Us exclusive at the time. You got this really great backdrop, as you can see, with the sandcrawler and dewbacks, and I show you the whole box here. And on the back, you have this little diorama that was done to show, see again, dewbacks and sand troopers. And it does indeed come with 4 figures that I'll show you in a moment. There's the product description on the back. Moisture farmers like the one owned, or moisture farms like the one owned by Owen and Beru Lars, use moisture evaporators to take precious water vapor from the dry Tatooine air to use or resell. A Womp Rat lurks on the edge of the farm as stormtroopers arrive searching for R2-D2 and C-3PO. The troopers question Owen and Beru about the missing droids with typical Imperial harshness. When the troopers are finished, they set fire to the farm, leaving no one alive to reveal what happened. So, interesting look there. It's kind of like a peek at what happened while Luke was out with Obi-Wan, if you want to look at it that way. And see, nice big Star Wars logo. That's on the back. On the bottom, rather. And this pack is from 2010, I believe. Let's see. No, 2008. It's even older than I thought. So 2008. So again, an older pack. And these figures are, most of it are repacks. Now you have this Uncle Owen figure, which came in, I believe, a pack 97 or 98. I want to say it was a cinema scene 3-pack that came with a Luke and a C-3PO called Purchase of the Droids. That's where this figure comes from. And I don't think there's been a figure done of him since. And again, it's a real old figure. So you have a swivel neck, swivel shoulders, and swivel hips. And I think, yeah, I think that's about it. But, you know, it's Uncle Owen. He doesn't see a lot of action in Star Wars, so you don't need a great deal of articulation. Not a bad little figure. I actually have this figure already, so I'm not sure what I'll do with another one. But also, you have the Aunt Beru figure, which again is a repack. This was back in '99, around the time of Episode 1 was coming out, and they were doing these flashback photo figures showing the older characters versus the newer characters, and she came with a container of like the blue milk, this little plastic cup. It kind of looked like that, and this little kind of tread droid. But they didn't include that in this pack. And again, limited articulation. You have a swivel neck and swivel shoulders, swivel hips, swivel waist. But again, Aunt Beru doesn't, you know, she's not going around blasting stormtroopers or anything like that. There's no action with her. So again, I'm not sure what I'll do with these other figures. I don't know. Sell them one day. I don't know. And then you got now this Sand Trooper, which I'm assuming is a repack. It might be a new figure. I don't know. But it's a really cool figure. So you got the Sand Trooper backpack, and you got the working holster, and lots of kind of like weathering on the armor. So this guy, he's spin around. He's got trademark Stormtrooper blaster. And this guy has great articulation. You have the ball-jointed neck, ball-hinged shoulders, ball-hinged elbows, swivel wrists. You have a ball-jointed torso, swivel hips, ball-hinged knees, and there's ball-hinged ankles. So a great Sand Trooper. And, you know, you can never have too many Sand Troopers or Stormtroopers like that. It's always great for diorama or displays. And you have the pauldron here, which is all black, which is interesting. And again, that makes it, because I have Sand Troopers that have orange ones, white ones, so it's good to get some variety, so they don't all look like the same guy. But so this is a great figure, and it's a greatly articulated figure, and it's always, like I said, it's always useful to have other troopers, you know. And he comes with this Womp Rat, which no articulation in this, but this is the first time they've done a Womp Rat, I believe. Really cool articulation, or not articulation, really cool detail. This looks real nasty. We could see why Luke bullseyed these guys in his T-16 back home. Obviously, this guy's not much bigger than 2 meters. But vicious looking creature. Very nasty. But it looks really cool. It's nice to have. And then you get this piece. This plastic piece is a moisture evaporator. You know, nothing too overly interesting, but it's a cool piece to have in the background for displays. There was one other figure. There was a Luke figure, I think, back in the 30th anniversary line that came with a moisture evaporator. So if you have that one as well, you can make a nice little display. So now on to, here you can see inside the hut itself. And this is just plastic, but you have, you know, this, it's done to look like sand, and here you can even see on the front you have the, hopefully you can make that kind of like controls for the, like if there were a door there. And do a 360. And there's nice, you know, paintwork and weathering on here, you know, this Homestead's been around. And this is such a nice piece to have. I love the idea of, because the Lars Homestead has become such a kind of iconic location in Star Wars. You think of the original Star Wars, and you think of that desert planet. So much time is spent on Tatooine, and this homestead is so great. That's why one of the reasons it was so great to see it again in Attack of the Clones. Now I'll show you. This can lift off the base, and this is what's underneath. You just got this little table. It'd be nice if they put maybe a couple little benches around, or some peg holes for figures to stand on, but it's really neat. Or even what would have made this perfect is if they had this in 2 parts, so you could lift off one part and kind of do an inside diorama. But who knows? Maybe they'll do something like this again one day. We'll see. But yeah, when I went on eBay to find this, there were plenty of them out there. So if you want to pick this up yourself, you can. It should be easy to find. This cost me about $35, and it was $15 for shipping. So not too bad. Probably cost about $30 or $35 when it was in stores. So not too bad. So there it is. There's the Lars Homestead pack, and so I'll say, before I sign off, I'll say a little shout out to laffitupfuzzball, because without his video, I would never have known about this, and I just loved it right away. And so as soon as I saw it, I went on eBay. I gotta find this thing. It just looks so neat and interesting. Not sure where I'll put it, but yeah, I love it. So if you want to, again, you can find it on eBay, and I don't think you'll find it in Toys R Us anymore. But take a look around. Maybe you'll find it a little cheaper. I don't know. It's a nice little pack to pick up, especially if you don't have the Owen and Beru figures. It's the only figures of them that have been made if you don't have those older figures. And yeah, let me know what you think about this. And rate, comment, subscribe. And again, I'll say Laugh It Up Fuzzball and Ahsoka Padme 436. Again, that's where I first saw about this item. So you can check out their channels. They have some great stuff on there. And I'll just say, may the force be with you, and I'll see you later.